Peace, love, health, and wealth vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. All right. I want to say thank you for those who's catching this on the replay. Thank you for those who's going to be tuning in live. And I want to say thank you for all of this love and support everyone has always given me. Hello, how you doing? All right, so I'm going to do, as per usual, I'm going to do a free collective reading. So the card that I'm going to pull right now is going to be for the collective, and then after that, I'll do individual readings. Okay. All right. So, so our collective reading is the Ace of Cups. Okay. So really quick, remember the aces are all about divine new beginnings. Okay. And then the cups is all about love and intuition. So when you see the Ace of Cups, this could mean a beginning of some sort of friendship or relationship. A friendship is a type of relationship. So this means that this could be the beginning of a social and emotional uh engagement. This could also mean that you could be finding a new passion within yourself, okay? This could mean that you could be possibly receiving intuitive and spiritual messages and downloads. Uh, but most importantly, like I said, this particular it's about divine new beginnings and and romance, any type of ship, right? But this is something that this partnership that we're going to be embarking on is something that feels very, very, very much so like right. Okay. All right. Oh man, my sinuses is going crazy. If you don't mind, wait your turn, man. Please be patient in the chat. All right. So like I was saying, you guys, the Ace of Cups is that divine spark, right? Um that twin that what's that twin flame soulmate And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship or a romantic partner, okay? But this is said to open yourself up, right? Open yourself up to a new relationship. This could possibly even mean a new romance, okay? But open yourself up to a new relationship. This sometimes could mean that someone could be falling in love. This mean that someone could be getting pregnant, somebody could be getting married, et cetera, okay? So definitely keep yourselves open. All right. So though it was very brief, that was the collective reading, okay? So in general for the collective, we got the Ace of Cups, which is open up your heart. Be ready for any and all endeavors. All right. Shout out to Sugar Take Cookie. What up? What's going on? All right. Sugar Sugar Take Cookie. What's going on, everybody? Peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. I'm all right. For some reason, I went to bed super early, but I just woke up and my nose is my sinuses is going crazy. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. All right. So, it's been a few days since I've been on doing readings, and I'm excited and I'm happy to be back. You guys already know the rules by now, and if you don't know, then I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Then I need you like the video, subscribe, and type "Let the Cards Talk" for a free general reading. All right. So, I'm gonna say my little commercial, and then we're gonna get to making a list for the free collective readings. Okay. All right. So, peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. If you would like a free general reading, then I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Then I need you to type "Let the Cards Talk" so I know you want to be added to the list. Type "Let the Cards Talk" so I know you want to be added to the list. All right. So understand, you guys, I am more than just a tarot reader. I just play one on TV. No, in all seriousness, you guys, I am more than just a tarot reader. Okay. Um, I'm a holistic life coach where I specialize in regression and trauma regression. Um, a nutritionist, and so much more. Okay. So if you would like to book any of my services, whether that's a private tarot reading, a coaching session, or anything else, you may do so by texting or emailing via the description box below. Okay. Also, I have done thousands of free readings on YouTube. So if you would like to reciprocate the energy and donate at least $1 or more to the chat, I mean to the if you would like to donate at least $1 or more to the channel, then I would like for you to also check out the description box below. There are three different ways you can donate to the channel. Okay, everything that you donate to the channel will go directly to food, shelter, and water. All right. Also, there are 5 different affiliate links. I repeat, there are 5 different affiliate links in the description box. Okay, we got free money. Well, all of them eventually lead up to free money, but we got free stocks, free crypto, and free money. Okay, it's a win-win in there, right? If you use my link, you sign up, I get a little something, something, you get a little something, right? Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the sound bowl for about 1 minute, and then we are going to kick off the show. All right. All right. So for the rest of Scorpio season, we have an affirmation card. Okay. So if you don't mind, turn your attention to the affirmation cards. No, not literally hypnosis though. I got my own techniques. Okay. Um. So the affirmation card is very important because the affirmation card is something that we can use to help anchor us in our everyday life. Okay. You might say, how can a simple affirmation help us, right? Well, the affirmation card or the affirmation that's on the card itself, we can utilize as like a daily anchor, right? So if your emotions are equal to water, then your body will be a ship, okay? So anything someone say or do to you can be considered air, okay? It's information that you receive, right? And the thing about that is that whenever you get a big gust of wind, right? If you're not anchored, you're going to float away at sea. So right now, what this affirmation is for is to keep you from floating away at sea. Okay. So what you can do, what I like to do personally is set this affirmation and my alarms on my phone, and I can have maybe 3, 4, 5 alarms that reminds me that either if you can customize the name of the alarm, you could just put today I will see the possibilities, right? So whenever that alarm goes off, no matter if it's your morning alarm or whatever, right? What better way to wake up than to have an affirmation? You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Sherelle Boyd. Shout out to Sherelle. But but yeah, that's my favorite. That's my. I'm sorry, y'all. I got my teeth pulled, and ever since then, I can't talk for nothing. But that's my favorite way of utilizing this card, which is to how do you say it? Oh, to make alarms to remind us to recite this affirmation out loud. Okay. Other ways you can do it, you can take a piece of notebook paper and fold it up and then, cut it in 6 parts or whatever like that. And then after you do that, you just write the affirmation down and then you take it and you post it places where you frequent, right? Let's just say you spend an hour doing makeup or whatever. You spend a lot of time in the mirror. Well, have that affirmation in the mirror, right? Let's just say you got a little routine where, every day you watch Wheel of Fortune and, whatever else, right? Then won't you tape this affirmation to your TV or put it on a sticky note? Let's say you do Uber or you pick up and drop off kids, you go to work, etc. So that means you might be in and out your car 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, right? Why not have an affirmation posted on your steering wheel, for example? If you got a workstation, maybe you got a cash register, or maybe you got like a computer or whatever you do at work, right? Why not have this little affirmation, right, as a little sticky note or something? And like I said, we got to utilize these affirmations to keep us stable and grounded, okay? So Sugar Take Cookie, are you still in the building? I'm about to get the list started, you guys. I'm about to get the list started. Habiba, Sugar Take Cookie, Sherelle Boyd. Are you guys still here in the chat? Super bass. Boom, 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 baby. That's that super bass. Boom, 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 baby. All right, you guys. So since it's y'all first time here, why don't y'all tell me a little bit about yourself? Tell me where y'all from. Tell me how old you are. If you single, what's your pronoun? Whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Let me know. If you got kids that you love and adore, if you a content creator, let me know. Just I like to know who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you guys as just the people who come in my chat. I don't just look at them as likes and views. You know what I'm saying? I know it's real people behind these avatars. All right. So Sugar, you're gonna be first on the list. And then Sherelle, you gonna be second on the list. All right. But first thing first, I'm gonna drop y'all a whole bunch of green hearts, okay? So after I get the heart started, I will shout out to Oklahoma. All right. From Maryland, Sun sign Virgo, Moon Scorpio. I'm a girl, okay? I'm a girl. I am a girl, Damon. All right. So I'm sending you guys. I don't have any of my regulars in the chat right now, or else they would be assisting me. Black female Scorpio. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, shout out to the Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio. When your birthday? All right. So seeing these four green, I'm black too. All right. Shout out. Shout out to everybody who identifies as black. My birthday October 25th too. Boom, 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 baby. That's super bass. All right. So for all of my new people here, no, for real, my birthday is October 25th. For all of my new people here, I turned 34 though. But for all of my new people here, the four green hearts in the chat is for you, okay? This is our way of welcoming people here to the Vibe Tribe. Because here at the Vibe Tribe, it's not just a chat, right? It's a we more or less like a family where you know what I'm saying. We all love and grow together, right? We all healing together. So this is why this affirmation is important because us as a collective, us as a group, if we recite this every day, the fact that all of us are intentionally reciting one affirmation, it gives it juice. You know what I'm saying? And it helps clear blockages. Kind of like in a prayer circle where everybody holding hands. Well, we can do that energetically. We don't have to be literally in the same place at the same time. But if we all schedule this thing and we all use these affirmations because all of us are collectively intentionally using this affirmation, right, to bring in more possibilities and to clear out negativity, then it gives it steroids. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important for us to tap into this because in a few weeks, no, in about a week or so, when we move on to the next sign, I'm going to do another affirmation card. So go ahead, hop on the energy, right? And we could do it now. Say it with me three times fast. Today I will see the possibilities. Today I will see the possibilities. Today I will see the possibilities. All right. All right. So like I was saying, the four green hearts. Okay, this is how we welcome people to the chat. Also, right, we get a troll in the chat. We also drop the four green hearts as well for them, right? Just because they trolls doesn't mean that they don't deserve peace, love, health, and wealth. That doesn't deserve. That doesn't mean they That doesn't mean they don't deserve a healing, right? Say that shit 10 times fast. That doesn't mean that they that doesn't mean that they don't deserve a healing. Why is that so hard? All right. So, right, first thing first with the four green hearts, we got color therapy, right? So the color green represents the heart chakra, okay? So that's going to be love, money, et cetera, et cetera. What up, Carrie from Canada? What's going on? All right. Also, the number four in the four green hearts. Yes, yes, I am positive. The four green hearts represents the four with the green hearts represents what's up, ascending human condition? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna add y'all to the list in a second, okay? So we got Carrie. All right. So the four green hearts, like I said, first thing first, the color green represents the heart chakra or the anahata, right? And then secondly, we got the number four. So we use the number four for a few different reasons, right? First thing first, it represents peace, love, health, and wealth, and which I'm wishing you, right? It represents law, order, balance, and stability, in which I'm also wishing you in your life. The number four represents the four elements we must truly balance out the four elements represents the number four represents the elements we must truly balance out to truly be in tune with the fifth, right? We can get to the fifth. We are the fifth without it, but it's so much better when we balance out the four elements within ourselves, okay? And then last but not least, the number four also represents the anahata or the heart chakra and the seven chakras. So fourth one up and the fourth one down, okay? So now that you all have been officially initiated into the Vibe Tribe, it is now your responsibility to welcome others the way we have welcomed you, okay? All right. So, peace, love, health, and wealth, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. If you like a free general reading, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Then I need you to type let the cards talk so I know you want to be added to the list. Okay. So whenever you guys come in the chat, all right, I'm gonna always have a theme of the video. So if ever you guys come in and you want to get added to the list immediately, even before you say hi, I won't mind. Just go ahead and type whatever the theme is of the video. Okay. So the reason why I do themes is because I like to do in-depth readings. Okay. So that's why I like to kind of control what type of readings I give on live because I already go in on the cards, quote unquote, meaning that I talk a lot. All right. So I like to keep it general. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you pick up on certain energies or whatever, then we can talk about it, during your reading or maybe after your reading or whatever. But I like to do just general readings and just let the cards talk. Okay. So that's my most popular theme yet today is let the cards talk. So yeah, so that's the theme of tonight's video. After this video was reposted, and then you can go back and watch the collective reading, okay? So every time I go live, if you miss my live, then you can if you don't watch the whole video, which is fine, you can at least go back and check out the beginning of the live because I always do a collective reading. So after I lost my channel, I kind of got out of routine. So they had took my channel for a few weeks in the month of September, and I kind of got out of routine. So I'm going to be starting back um doing my free readings, my daily free readings. So what that is a pre-recorded reading, and in that pre-recorded reading, I have one love reading, one general reading, and one uh financial or money reading for the collective, okay? So be on the lookout for those probably starting tomorrow evening. Depending on where you at, it's going to be somewhere around bedtime, right? So that way, even if I don't go live, you will still have something that you could take it to the next day or the next few days or whatever, however it resonates with you, right? Because sometimes the cards, Sometimes it might be a message for you, sometimes it might be a message for you to deliver to somebody, sometimes it might be something that you just a confirmation that a situation is over, or you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the cards might pull out a confirmation that something might be coming in the future. So be very open whenever you get my cards, or whenever you get a card, okay? So let's see. Do we got anything else? So ascending American human condition. Ascending. I don't know if you typed I don't know if you typed the theme of the video into the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and add you to the list. I'm assuming that you want a card, okay? So also, you guys, if you are a content creator and you are looking to if you are looking to if you open to sharing your story of if you got any, or you don't have to be a content creator, right? So I'm looking for people to join my podcast. I already got like one or two people scheduled already, and I'm looking for more people. So be on the lookout for the podcast coming soon. But what it is going to be like just a just a general talk where I like to so what the podcast is going to be called is highlighting the light workers, right? And what that is just going to be me shedding light on the people that's doing the work in the community, right? Maybe you got a nonprofit, right? Or maybe you just got a story to tell of a triumph story, right? Everybody loves an underdog, right? Maybe you was abused as a child like me, or maybe you dealt with like neglect, or alcoholism, or a lot of us got similar stories. You know what I'm saying? We all humans in this thing. So, like I said, if you are a light worker, maybe you have some spiritual experiences and you want to, shed the light on those experiences to help other people who might be going through similar things as you and they don't know what to do, and they looking for a confirmation because they don't have anybody that they can talk to. But let's make this YouTube channel a safe haven for those people, right? No matter if they just starting out on their spiritual journey, whether they're rocky on there and inconsistent, or whether they're experienced and been, having experiences for a long time or whatever, right? Let's make this a safe space for everybody. All right. So if you interested in being on the podcast, even if you just want to come up one day and we could talk about, something that you see in society and you want to give know, your 2 cents on, right? It's a lot of people who feel like they got good opinions about the internet is starting a gender war where it's man versus woman out here. And you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I believe in, the man and woman is equal, right? So I don't believe in, the black man is God or the black woman is God. Like God's number one attribute is to be able to create life, right? So I would believe that man and woman together comes together to make God, because man and woman comes together to create. Or am I confused? Does one plus one equal two, or is it just like one plus nothing equals everything? I'm confused. But anyways, uh, yeah. So hit text me or email me, or if you want, leave your email or phone number in the chat, and I would definitely hit you up. All right. It should be evil versus good. Well, maybe see, and that's something that we could possibly talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to expand the content, right? I just did a live. I'm starting a series where I'm talking about different manifestation techniques, like different mindsets or just different practices you can do to kind of help clear the air, clear the blockages. It's good for one plus nothing, but for us, it's two equals one. Thank you. Yeah. I like that. Totally agree. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree. I totally agree. But yeah, though, like I said, if you guys just like like pop culture stuff. So like listen, my perspective is always going to be from a healer, right? From a person who has sworn to help humanity. Okay. So no matter what's going on in the community or in the YouTube world or in on Instagram or whatever's going on with pop culture, right? I always look at it from a perspective of what can we learn, right? I don't care how many times Jennifer Lopez got divorced, right? What can we learn from J Lo, right? Little Dirk going to jail, or you know, Harvey Weinstein, or not Weinstein, but whatever that dude name is, they said who might get out of jail, like, or I'm not Caucasian, so I really don't know what's really going on with the Caucasian side, but whatever's going on with celebrities, whatever. If you talk about Trump, whatever, right? What can we learn and heal from? I'm not interested in just arguing points. I'm not interested in and I'm right and you wrong, right? I'm interested in how can we better life for everybody, okay? So, all right. So, Sugar, you first on the list, all right? All right, Sugar. So, let's see what's going on for you. Let's see what the cards are saying for you. All right? Let's see what the cards are saying for you. Say it with me 10 times fast, Sugar. Let the cards talk. 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 Let the cars talk. Let the cars talk. I don't know how many times that is. I just threw out a random number of 10. So, all right. Let's see. I need to get some new cards soon. These little thin cards. I mean, they holding on, but these cards thin. No, you got to say it out loud. You got to say it like you're permed and you're proud, like your boy James Brown. All right. All right, shout out to 8 people in the chat and only 7 likes. Come on, y'all. Double tap that screen like I had a BBL, or double tap that screen like I had a $5 foot long and some gray sweatpants, right? I bet you if I was showing off that $5 foot long on Instagram, you'd be double tapping the screen. Look, I lost 2 people. Whenever I ask people to like the video, they always leave. That is so crazy. But yeah, though, if I had a BBL with some long eyelashes, y'all would be liking the video. All right. So you got the priestess card, okay? So be on the lookout for the number 2, right? Be on the lookout for uh the number 1. Be on the lookout for the number 11 as well. Okay? The high priestess is someone who was born knowing that she was different, and she took it upon herself to delve into the mysteries of the universe, right? And what I mean by that is that she is looking for information to better utilize what some people might call natural abilities, or her latent abilities, or her natural gifts. You have perfect voice for radio. Thank you. I think I sound nasally. I think I sound like this. That's what I think I sound like. I hate hearing my voice. And then, like, for some reason, I don't know what's going on in this basement, but my nose is stopped up. So it's like, yeah, it ain't really working too well for your boy. So at the end of the day, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate that. Uh so the high priest, okay. So the high priestess is someone who knew deep down inside that it's something more to life, s- what the TV tell us or what the movies tell us, right? Is more to life than what the Bible might be telling us, or whatever, whatever. Okay, so the high priestess encourages us to unleash the mystical potential within us, to think deeply, and at the same time rely on our own intuition. Okay, coupled with keen insight to solve problems and find answers to them. Okay, so like I said, this is a person who is very aware of their empathy, ability to feel and share feelings. This is who is aware of the clairs, right? Maybe they might be clairvoyant or clairsentient or whatever the case may be. But this is a person, as you can see, she got a scroll, right? She got a scroll. And on that scroll, it says the Torah on there, the Tora, right? Shout out to all my Jew and my Jewish and my Hebrew Israelites out there. Shout out to all my people, right? Shout out to all of y'all, right? She got a Torah in her hand, okay? So I don't know if you ever read the Torah or you even know what the Torah is. Sugar or who am I talking, right? But it might be time for you to tap into that whole Torah, Kabbalah, tree of life thing, right? A lot of people give the people who study the Torah, the Kabbalah, right? It's two separate things. But a lot of people give those people a bad name and deservedly so. Everybody, well, let me not say deservedly so. No matter where you turn, it's going to be darkness with everybody. Okay. So yeah, no, so yeah, it's definitely spiritual. I'm not religious, but I do know that I'm spiritual. I'm not really interested in religion. Well, and that's the thing, because don't let things like quote unquote religion keep you from getting the knowledge of self, right? So the one thing about all of these quote unquote religions is that they all teach you a different slice of knowledge of self. You just got to know the perspective in which you looking. You got to know how to look at what you're looking at, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, like the Hindus and they like the Tantra and all of that stuff. Uh, Even Christian and the Gnostic and the text, and like it's a lot of even so, like for example, the Bible, for example, right? Well, it depends on, see, and that's the thing, because I'm not a I study, so I major at one point when I was in college, I majored in religious studies, okay? I'm actually an ordained minister. Um, so I love the concept of God. I love the concept of divinity, right? But the thing is that it's one thing for some people to tell you what religion is and the book and read it yourself. It's two different things. Like itself is built on the principle of the law of attraction, right? Every single story in that book is nothing but different versions of the law of attraction. That's all it is. And they might not give you the science behind it, but they give you examples on basically change your mind and have a powerful belief. It don't matter what you believe in. It's the belief that's the power, right? It's the belief that's the power. The two most powerful things in this world is the power of belief and the power of love. Those are the the two biggest, most powerful things in the world. So no, I'm not telling you to go to a church or a synagogue and follow all the rules. But what I'm telling you is that only a fool would turn down knowledge. And no matter what you think about the history behind these books, no matter what you think about the people who is in charge of quote unquote religion today, at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of knowledge that's being hidden, and a lot of people can't obtain that knowledge because they're worried about buzzwords like religion, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to look for the knowledge. I don't want you to look for the how can I say this? What is a word for, I don't want you to be worried about following people. I don't or nothing like that. I just want you to focus on gathering information, because you said you're very spiritual, right? So that's just like having I don't know, uh uh I don't know, let's just say a gas grill, right? And everybody got gas grills, and so you might be inclined to have an idea as grill, but until you really read the instructions, then you won't really truly know how to really utilize that gas grill to its fullest ability. If that makes sense. Do that make sense? What I'm saying? I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not. I got terrible Wi-Fi, so can somebody let me know that I'm still here? Okay. I don't actually follow people concerning knowledge. I go with my own flow. Right. And so maybe this is your flow. Maybe I'm speaking to you through God, right? And or whatever you want to call it. Because my thing is that I'm not in particular, I don't care about one religion or the other or anything like that. I'm not here to recruit. But one thing I do know is that there's some things that can benefit anybody on that spiritual journey. Um when it comes down to dealing with the Torah, right? Because the Kabbalah and the tree of life, right? That is a map of consciousness from a particular perspective. So that's literally a map of how thought becomes reality. You understanding what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to shit on JEWS and stuff like that. A lot, but they follow tarot cards. But the Jews or the Jewish people is the ones who wrote the modern day tarot that we use today. The 72 card system is the 72 life. If you don't notice, behind her is the tree of life from the Kabbalah, right? The Boaz and how do you say it? Japheth, or I don't know how to say it. But these are the two pillars on the tree of life, right? What's the name of that book by Franz Burton? Shit, what's her name? What's the name of that book? France. I'm gonna put France books. I'm gonna show you something real fast. What is her name? France Verdon. France Bowden. No. Do I got the book on my phone? Yeah, yeah, but I thought that same thing too about, yeah, I do my own thing and all of this one and all of that one. And as good as that is, doing your own thing is eventually going to lead you to these books. I'm telling you right now. I've been there before. And like I said, only a fool will turn down knowledge. And I'm not calling you a fool. That's just something that I picked up along my way, right? My own relationship with the creator good enough for me. So I'm not telling you to follow religion. That's what I'm saying. You missing the point. What I'm saying is follow the knowledge. Don't I'm not telling you to follow the religion. It's two different things. That's two different things. What is that book, man? Let me see something real fast. Uh Human Body and Tree of Life. What's the name of that book I want to show you, man? And so I'm not going to argue with you because I want to continue the show, right? But look at this. It's the knowledge of your soul. See, the thing is that it's a lot of people who don't want you to be able to get what's hidden within these mysteries. There's a lot of people out here who don't want you to be able to get the information. It's not people you reading into it too literal, and anybody who tell you that, oh, the Bible is a real history book, and some of it is kind of history, but for the most part, like I said, it's just giving you a whole bunch of different examples of how the power of belief and the power of manifestation is giving you a bunch of examples of how the power of positive thinking is going to help you get out of different situations and circumstances, right? Whether you go to church on Sunday and do, eat the little cracker and drink the wine, and that's all it that if it ain't in the book, like Christmas, if it ain't in the book, then I don't want to talk about it. But what I'm telling you, what I is something that I know for a fact, and is that I had that mindset that you have right now, right? And so I don't want to look at this. It's not all this stuff that's meant. All the stuff that's in there is not meant to be literal, right? So, like the creation story, for example, right? That the creation story in the Bible, for example, is a theory. It's not a fact. But but the facts are is that how they said in the beginning was the word, right? That's a fact because in the beginning of your manifestation, you got to what they say, speaking into existence, right? Ain't that's what they tell you? Right? In the Bible, the words you don't know how many times the Bible referred to the word manifestation. The word of manifestation is in the Bible, but we use spiritual terms and stuff like that. I understand that. That's why I like being spiritual because I use sacred geometry, which helps with manifestation and other things, like even releasing things. All right, well, I got some negative energy for you to release. So can you use some of that can you use some of that sacred geometry to help me? But Imma tell you stuff like sacred geometry and stuff like that, man, all this stuff come from the same source, man. All this stuff come from the same sources. It's just different perspectives and stuff like that. But Imma go ahead and move on to the next person. But if we could continue to talk, but I just wanna pull the cards for the next person. But yeah, like I said, man, I think it would be very wise of you. I would believe that it would be very wise of you to get the information that's hidden within these books. I don't care about your head, right? Because spiritual people, they do the same thing, right? They take religious into spirituality. Well, they change the way they dress, and they get these tattoos, and they start wrapping their head, and really they still becoming followers. And no matter what you do, you're still going to be a follower because you're not the first person to do anything. It's been so many people on this earth that it ain't nothing, literally ain't nothing new under the sun. So it's just like I said, get the information that's in there. Get the information. Now, like I said, the theory of um, you know, Marduk and or God created the earth. That's a theory. That's a theory. Just like the Big Bang theory. The God creation story is a theory, right? All everybody on this planet came from a black woman. That's a theory. How do we know people wasn't green before? And then how can we say, I'm sorry, but I'm like milk chocolate. I'm like caramel. I'm copper color. I'm not black. So how can you tell me everything came from a black person? I never seen a black person on this planet. I've seen some dark people. Well, all right, I have seen some black people. I have. But But no, in all seriousness though, like man, all of this stuff that people be saying, man, we gotta really take it with a grain of salt and let go of the misconceptions because like I said, we was born into a that was already happening. So like it was already people who was at each other, right? We in the middle of a spiritual battle. We was born into the middle of a spiritual battle. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about this for example. The year is 2024, but the planet is billions of years, 2 billion years old. No, the planet, what they say, the planet is 15 billion years old. So my thing that we talk about, we not religious, but the day, the calendar on the day is a religious day. The every time ever we have a religious holiday, the banks close. So it's like the laws of the land. The laws was originally built off the laws from the Bible. So it's like we can't get away from it. Like it's around us all day, every day. We'll be a fool to think that we can get away from whatever this shit is that people want to call it. It's just we got to change our perspective and say, how can this help me? Not how can this control me? Not, not submitting myself to whatever they saying, but how can this help me as a person? All right, so Sherelle, you still in the building, Sherelle? But I know a lot of people be like, yeah, I don't fuck with Jewish people. I don't do this, I don't do that. But then they love tarot cards. I'm like, it's nothing but um Jewish principles all through the cards. The cards itself is to help you understand the tree of life of the Kabbalah. So it's like, it is what it is. But yeah, it ain't nothing personal against you. I just been there before. And then I was like, I can't get away from this shit. Cause my thing was that when I first started going to church, see, I didn't grow up spiritual or I didn't grow up religious at all. I never grew up going to church. Like never. So I started going to church when I was in foster care at like 15, 16. And then I couldn't really understand because I had got a Bible reading certain things and it just like the creation story didn't make sense to me at all. How the fuck can you create everything in 7 days or 6 days? Like, come on, that don't make sense. But it's power in the number six, right? 3 6. So we always talk about things like 369 and the words and energy and intentions and stuff like that. Well, the Bible got that in there. He created everything in 6 days and then rested on the seven. And to keep what up. Or it's like another thing that bothered me was that all my life I seen blonde hair and blue eyed Jesus. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that I don't think that I'm okay. I'm okay. My sinus is acting up again. But I don't think that I don't hate blonde hair and blue eyed people, not at all. I love especially the women. I love all women. You know what I'm talking about? But when I open up the Bible and it tell me that Jesus had bronze skin and red eyes and woolly hair and like I was like, I never seen a picture of Jesus like this. You get what I'm saying? So as a teenager, I couldn't understand. And then later on, I found out that there's a difference between what the book says and the propaganda around the book. Right? Because if you let, like, say for example, the Hebrew Israelites, for example, they hate white people, or not white people, but they hate uh what is it called? What do the Hebrew Israelites, that like the IUIC and all of those people, they preach against, what do they call what do they call the white people? Like they refer to white people as Esau. I saw Jesus when his hair was brown. Uh what do they call white people? Gentiles and stuff like that, right? But in the Bible, when you really truly read the Bible, man, through and through, everybody can be forgiven. Everybody can be saved. But it's people who don't preach that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like what I had to learn was it's a difference between what people want you to know and what the book really say. It's a big difference between the two. And that goes for the churches, that goes for the YouTube preachers, all of that. And this is why I want to go and read the book, because like I said, the book is nothing but manifestation principles. They just don't give you it in depth. It got astrology in there. Like when they talk about they read the stars and knew Jesus was coming. Come on, man. What is that? They always talk about the spirit of God, the spirit of God. But then people, when you listen to a preacher, they talk about divination and stuff like that. Even the Bible contradicts itself, if you ask me. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go in there and get some of the information that's in there. Not at all. Because like I said, it's nothing but manifestation principles. Nothing but manifestation principles. The power of belief, the power of astrology, numerology, all the sciences that they had in 1611 when the king, see, the Bible, the King James version was published in 1611, right? So all the information that they had as far as manifestation went into the Bible, but it just didn't give you they gave it to you like a baby in story form. They didn't give it to you in lecture form like college, right? They gave it to you like elementary school and not college. You know what I'm saying? Not college level course, but entry level course. All right. So, Sherelle, I haven't seen Sherelle yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on to Carrie. All right, etiquette. And keep- but yeah, follow the information. That's all. Like I said, you could be spiritual and all of that stuff, but the more information that you can get on yourself, the better. The more knowledge of self that you can learn, the better. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it just does something, right? Like information is consciousness. What's going on up there in Canada? Oh, your boy is hungry, y'all. Your boy is hungry. Not much tonight. What you eat for dinner, Carrie? Carrie, we got some heartache going on, Carrie. What's going on? Tell me. What got you down? Well, for me, since I can channel spirits, I don't feel like I need to read the Bible, but I don't know all things. But I do know all things come from God. Um, I'm sorry, but when I'm not saying that you can't do anything, but like I said, Like if your car was a vehicle, right? Or your car was a phone, it's one thing to just play around with the phone to figure out how what's going on. Another thing to actually read the manual. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is all of these books, no matter if it's esoteric or exoteric, right? No matter if it's the general knowledge or the hidden knowledge, all of it can be used to help you learn how to use the mechanism that is your human body. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is you can channel, but if you was to get into some of these books out here, you could channel even better. But when you say I do know all things come from God, that's a biblical principle. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, Sugar Cookie. While you in my chat, I want you to research something. I get clearer picture from speaking to angels. They're so old. Listen, do me a favor. Read First Corinthians 3 and 16 and First Corinthians 3 and 17. And then you come back to me and tell me what you think about that. You got to tell me what it say. And if you can, do the King James version. But just read First Corinthians 3 and 16. First Corinthians 3 and 17. Just read those two and then come back and tell me what you think about it, how you feel about it. You ain't got to tell me what to say. Just tell me how you feel. All right. Because one thing about me, I ain't gonna talk you to death. And that ain't no disrespect to you. It's just that I want to be able to give you things that can prove what I'm saying. That's what I mean by I ain't gonna talk you to death. All right, but and then another thing too, I just thought about something. The concept of angels, where do that come from? So it's like you use biblical words and biblical principles, but you don't like the Bible. That don't make sense. I think my boyfriend is cheating on me. My past life husband is ruthless towards me. Well, so what this card is saying is that you need to get your mind together, right? So because this is a swords card, right? Remember the swords deals with the air element, okay? Oh, I'm hungry, y'all. I'm tired and hungry. I wonder if how my sugar dropping too low. I don't want my sugar to drop too low. It's been everywhere. All right, it's trending down. It's not too low. All right. Maybe it's just on its way down because I'm hungry and mug. All right, so Carrie, because this is a swords card, right? This means that your heartache is going to be coming from the thoughts that you think, right? So whether you're stuck in the past, present, and future, or whether you're stuck trying to figure out what to do next, whatever, angels existed before the Bible was even a thing. I'm not saying angels didn't exist, but I'm talking about the word angel. That's what I'm talking about. But again, like I said, Google First Corinthians 3 and 16 and tell me what you think about that. So I'm not arguing with you. I totally agree. But back to you, Carrie. So based on what you're going through, you got to be logical, right? So if you said I think my boyfriend is cheating, so so in order to pull this sword out your heart, because the whole point of this card is to remind you that you can overcome, but you overcoming is saying that you got to gain control of your I will, your I can, your I wants, your I feels, et cetera, your I statements, right? So you got to pour the sword out the stone. You got to pour the sword out the heart. So the best thing to do, what I would say, is don't have no attachment to the outcome, right? But start off with an I statement. I feel like this when this is going on, right? I think this is going on. I'm not accusing you, but this is what I think and this is what I feel. And base your decision with these I statements, right? Because I'm sorry, like the level of toxicity that's going on in society today, and it don't matter if you North American, South American, Canadian, it don't matter if you African, it don't matter if you European, like the level of toxicity that's going on in society these days is so high that I almost got a zero tolerance policy for bullcrap. For real. And I'm not advocating for everybody to always break up, but one thing I noticed, especially about women, and maybe I can't say that because I date women, right? I don't date men, so I can't say this. But one thing that I noticed is that there's a lot of people in this world who would ignore red flags just to keep a happy home. And I don't believe in that. I believe in if you're going to be happy all the way. Don't pretend to be happy. You understand what I'm saying, Carrie? So so figure out a way that you could talk to him and maybe you can hit me up or whatever and we could talk about it. But figure out a way to say to him what you need to say to him. And once you do that, you base your next decision off what he does or what he says. But because you have pure intentions and a pure heart, a pure mind, it's going to whatever the energy is going to be more evident, right? Whenever you calm yourself down and you strategize and you come up with, okay, this person is like this person like this, so I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna say this, and shit, I was saying that because I know a lot of things de- debuted in a certain way on Earth. It doesn't make it new like angels. A lot of them are very old. Also, I don't only channel angels. I could channel aliens too, which is pretty cool. That's where my interest of sacred geometry comes from. Well, my thing is that whenever you got a spiritual something inclination, you got to be able to decipher if it's your own intuition or if it's your own what is that word called? I can't think right now, y'all. I am fried. You got to be able to decide between if it's your intuition or if it's your own what is it called? Like when you afraid of something happening. Anxiety. For a lack of a better term. Anxiety wasn't the word I was looking for, but sometimes anxiety can look like a spiritual download. Sometimes it can sound like it. Sometimes it can taste like it. Sometimes it can smell like it. So the best thing I would ask you to do is go get confirmation, right? Remember, this is the sword suit, so we got to use our mind here. So we're not being stuck in limbo. But yeah, sugar take cookie. You still ain't went and googled that Bible verse. And then even Pythagoras, like Pythagoras is one of the main people behind sacred geometry. So it's just well, I won't say one of the main people fears. What's fears? Ego fears. What do you mean? The reason why you ain't Google it yet? Oh, you talking about yeah, fears. Something yes, fear is I don't think fears is the word I was looking for either, but it's okay. Thank you. But excuse me. But the best thing you could do is when you get a fifth dimensional message, then you check on it in the third dimension. That's it. That's all you got to do. Oh, well, my bad. I'll do it. I'll do it. First Corinthians 3:16. It say, no, you wasn't wrong. It's just I was looking for a very specific word. It says King James version. No, ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. The Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, and they are futile. I don't even know why he put that. I don't even know why I just read that. All right, so let's go in 17. Let's go since 17. So it says, know ye not that ye are the temple of God. So what he's saying is, don't you know that you are the temple of God? That is within you. Is within you. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, I don't believe in, going and giving you know what I'm saying? Like, read, because it's a lot of shit, man, out there. But anyways, like I was saying though, man. So you got to pull the swords out the heart, meaning that you got to use your mind to overcome your current situation, right? No matter if it's past, present, or future, no matter what it is, right? Remember, threes are all about growth and expansion. Threes is about communication, coincidentally, right? God can read all our thoughts, believe it or not. So I believe that. Uh, I understand that. I get that. Heartbeat running away. Don't you hear that boom 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 baby super bird boom 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 baby. That's super bass. All right, yeah, Carrie. So like I was saying though, Carrie, growth and expansion, right? The three calls for communication. You definitely need to go ahead and have these hard conversations with these people in your life and prepare to walk away. I'm not saying that you're going to have to walk away, but be prepared. Well, like I said though, sugar, send some love and nurture healing energy for the mind, body, and spirit, because I need it. I need all the help I can get. I got my green candle right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Help me remove some of that negative energy from my path moving forward. What's the sad face for, Carrie? Was there anybody else in the chat that was waiting on the reading, or is the people in the chat y'all just being peeping toms and being creepy? I'm hungry. I don't want to eat nothing too heavy. I got an idea of what I want to eat though. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, but it's also some. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna eat. I kind of want some cereal. Well, what you want? What you want doesn't really matter unless you manifesting something good in your life. Talk about I'm gonna say one thing. So you sticking around in negative situations is gonna hurt worse than you moving on. Because the longer it take you to move on, the longer it's gonna take for the right people to come in your life. Oh, don't get me preaching tonight. Oh, don't get me preaching tonight. Boom, 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 baby, super birch. Boom, 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 baby. Brian, it's funny that you just popped up because I said that anybody Brian who come in my chat gotta donate to the channel. It's imperative. I was like, man, it's a rich guy named Brian who gonna come in my channel. He gonna donate like $100 to my channel, man. I just spoke you into existence, Brian. Ain't that crazy? That is so crazy. I just spoke you into existence, man. That is crazy. Boom, 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 baby, super bass. Boom, 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 baby. Heartbeat running away. Don't you hear that? Boom, 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 boom. Listen to that song. All right, Carrie. So we could definitely talk about this some more if you want. As y'all know, my coaching sessions, the first one is $5, and then everyone after that is $25. So if anybody going through anything and they want to get a coaching session, then hit me up. I do private meetings, but oftentimes, man, most of the time when I talk to people, they don't need cards. They just need help. So that's why I advocate for the coaching session, man, because there's a lot of people who just addicted to cards. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with liking cards. But Brian, I don't see no donation. Brian, you being awfully pushy. I don't see no donation. Let me close the list. All right. So we had Anarchy, we had Ascending, we just did Carry. So look like Brian might be the last one for the night. I'm not feeling it. I've been on for a little over an hour. I will be back tomorrow night, y'all, for more. All right, Brian, let's see what the cards got into for you, man. Yeah, Carrie, man. I just asked for a minimum donation of $5 for your first coaching session. And we can sit down and we can talk about the evidence and why do you feel like, these people was doing this stuff. And, I could try to help you make sense of it and try to help you come up with a game plan. Yeah, you can send it via PayPal. Look at the description box below. And that is crazy. I was like, man, there's somebody named Brian. They're gonna come in my chat and they're gonna make a huge donation to the channel. To me. Check out the description box. All right, Carl. I about to say Carl. I don't know where the hell Carl came from. Somebody know somebody named Carl in the chat? Does the name Carl stand out to anybody? Because I don't know nobody named Carl. And I just called this man Carl for no reason at all. All right, Brian. Your card is check out the description box. My phone number and the email in there. All right, Carl. So you got the eight. I keep saying, where is the name Carl coming from? Who knows somebody named Carl? So I'm gonna write this name down. If y'all come across somebody named Carl, I don't feel negative energy towards the name Carl. But if y'all don't know somebody named Carl, or maybe y'all might meet somebody Carl soon. If y'all meet somebody by the name of Carl, I think it might be a friendly spirit. I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be a friendly spirit, right? But if y'all know somebody named Carl, man, or y'all meet somebody named Carl, text me or email me because for some reason, the name Carl just came out of nowhere, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, but Carl is the name. Carl is the name. Sex is the game. All right. So, of this current session, and I probably will go live again a little bit later, y'all. So if y'all want to come back to the live and talk some trash or whatever, then hit me up. But as far as the readings, this is my last reading. Okay, so the 8 is the action card, right? The 8 is action, right? You taking action to create a change in your life. The about feeling loved, the giving in exchange of love, compassion, intuition, etc. Okay. So what's going on in this card is that this guy is going to seek something, right? So this guy, maybe he's been at home, maybe he got all the cars, maybe he got all the clothes, maybe he got the friends, the cocaine, whatever, whatever. I'm not advocating cocaine, right? It's just a channel. But maybe this guy got everything he wants and need out of life. And maybe he's just missing something, right? That one thing. So a lot of people say when this card come out, I see a lot of people you're abandoned. Even some interpretation cards say that you're abandoning the things that no longer serve you. And that may be true because of the settings of the picture, right? Remember the water is low, the tide is low. So that means that there's no emotion, no love there, right? And it's also in the pub, right? So that means that he could be doing a releasing or a banishing of some sort because he is outside and leaving the cups. But me personally, when I look at this cup, I don't necessarily see somebody who's abandoning anything per se. What I see is that I see someone who is just open to welcoming new things into their life. Okay, as you can see, there's a space right here for another cup. It just fits perfectly right there, right? So to me, when I look at this card, I don't see somebody abandoning the things that they love, right? Because it's like the cup represents your ability to hold water, right? And what it means is that the cup represents your ability, your emotional fortitude, your ability to love things, etc. Or the cups could represent the things that you do love itself, right? Because you put water in a cup, so that means you put love into a thing. So again, like I said, I don't think it's you necessarily needing to abandon things per se. If you do, then so be it. You need to open up to figure out what is that another thing that can make you happy, right? Because remember, if a shark don't swim, he dies. Because if he don't move, he's not able to grow. So with that being said, being stagnant human is very similar to a shark not moving in a water. So being stagnant as a human sometimes look like you're bored. As a human looks like you're lonely or whatever the case may be for you in specific. But like I said, I want you to be able to open yourself up to finding something new that's gonna make you happy. It could be a lover, right? Well, if you're already in a committed relationship, then don't get another lover until you get a divorce, right? But but be open to things that can make, maybe it could be a new car, maybe it could be going out on vacation, right? No matter what it is, right? You need to be able to be open to receive whatever it is that your heart is yearning for. All right, Mr. Brian, do you got any questions, comments about your card? All right, so I am going to have 1 minute of the sound bowl, and then after that minute, I'm going to be outie. So before I hit this sound bowl, I just want to say peace, love, health, and wealth to everybody who came through the chat, who supported the channel, for everybody who's donating, who has donated, all of that stuff. Thank you for clicking the affiliate link. Thank you for considering me for a coaching session or a private reading. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So with that being said, I always gotta say it. Peace, love, health, and wealth. If anybody try to sell you anything else, tell them to put it back on the shelf because we ain't buying it. Says thank is the purpose of letting something fulfill me that is present. What is the purpose of letting something fulfill that is present? What is the purpose of being fulfilled? Is that what give me a little bit more information or ask the question in a different way. I just want to make sure I understand questioning. The questioning. The question. I'm sorry. Heartbeat running away. Don't you hear that boom 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 bass? Super bass. I gotta listen to Super Bass, man. I'm about to listen to that song. I used to I ain't gonna say I love Nicki Minaj. I used to have a crush on Nicki Minaj. I ain't gonna lie. I think she a cutie pie. But I style of music, man. She be like that raw New York style. Like it's cool. Boom 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 baby. Boom 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 baby. What is the purpose of letting something? My cups are filled with love. I only need the receiver to accept herself and allow love to be felt. In this regard, I to find the purpose and the reason of how to fulfill her better. Where you from, Brian? You you where you from? Well, my thing is that Brian, she might not be the one, bro. I feel like you might to just move on, and that's is that simple, because a relationship not supposed to be hard, right? A relationship is supposed to be smooth. So if you having a hard time with that smoothness, right? It's supposed to fit together like pieces of a puzzle. If you having a hard time and the pieces not fitting, yeah, you from Canada. Okay, I could tell the way you speak is different, and that's all. I just wanted to know where you because your speech pattern, the words you choose to use, and the sequence in which you use them. I was like, this guy can't be from America, from the United States. I ain't gonna say America because that's very arrogant. You are technically you are American. If you're from Canada, then you're American. No, no. See, that's my thing. Because you shouldn't have to fight nobody to receive the love that you have. That's not a healthy relationship. So if you ask me, Brian, I don't think you guys are compatible. Love ain't supposed to hurt, man. I keep telling people that. Only time love is supposed to hurt is when you miss the person. Besides that, everything should be smooth sailing. I don't care if you so my thing is that you say stoic and resilience, right? That sounds like somebody who's either emotionally cut off or they just emotionally distraught because of some of the things that they've been through in their past. But my thing is, you don't sound like a person who needs a stoic relationship. You person who needs open, free love, PDA, stuff like that, holding hands, and you don't sound like that. Maybe that person is dating you out of convenience. Maybe that person is dating you because of your tax bracket. Maybe that person is dating you because of what you have to offer and not who you are as a person. And I'm saying maybe because I don't know. That's just what I feel intuitively. I could be wrong. But it sounds like you choosing the receiver is letting the spirit or God or the aliens or who the angels choose to, because when you using your cardinal flesh to choose wrong. But you need to open yourself up. That's what I'm saying with this card. You need to open yourself up to the things that's going to really make you happy. Yeah, your cups is full, right? But the cups is going to waste. The style of fight is not combative style. It is striving for betterment, wholesome, gratis, and connectedness. I don't know what none of that mean. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I just feel like the person that you want to give your love to is not resonating with you. And that's it's that simple. It's no reason to really complicate this thing. That's just what I think and what I feel, what I hear. I might be wrong, but that's where it's at. The fight is not a combative style. It's a striving for betterment. Well, it sounds like you got somebody that's emotionally closed off, brother. And I'm sorry, but you don't seem like, oh, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So if that's your girlfriend, love is simple and not complicated. It's eternal. And that's my point exactly. So my point is that if love is easy and simple, then why do you have to fight for somebody to receive your love? You get what I'm saying? The dichotomy of that doesn't match up. It sounds like there's compatibility issues. And it's that super bass. Boom, 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 baby. Super bass. Well, Brian, only thing I can say is hit me up, big dog. I'm only a good reader if you take my advice. And I'm not saying to run for the hills, but what I'm saying is that you got to reevaluate what's going on. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. I'm about to go put some on my stomach. So, as always, I love you and I appreciate your existence. All right. So, peace, love, health, and wealth. And listen to me closely. All right. If anybody try to sell you anything besides peace, love, health, and wealth, then you know what you got to tell them. to tell them that put it back on the shelf. You want to know why you tell them to put anything else besides peace, love, health, and wealth back on the shelf? You tell them that because we ain't buying it. Peace.